and a heart of gratitude that I come to you this evening to thank you for participating in our annual Mr. and Miss Philander Smith College pageant. What a great time to be engaged in pageantry. What a great time to come together as a community of scholars. The theme this evening, tapped in, cultured, conscious, say their names, provides an interesting parallel to what's going on in our world today around the global health pandemic and no doubt around the racial issues going on in our country. I have not known a more resilient group than the students of Philander Smith College to step into this space. And so today, I want to congratulate all of those students who are participating in the pageant. I also want to congratulate our student affairs team, the parents, and everyone who has poured so heartily into the success, into the journeys of these students. Indeed, this is a great time to come together. As we think about Mr. and Miss Philander Smith College, I want to provide you with the words that I've always given to this group. Now in my 6th year, now participating in and witnessing the crowning of my 6th Mr. and Miss Philander Smith College. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Those words, I also think, are very connected to our theme today. And while this will be an interesting year, we don't know where COVID-19 will lead us. What we do know is that the powerful mission of Philander Smith College to graduate academically accomplished students who are grounded as advocates for social justice and who are determined to change the world for the better. We do know that our Mr. and our Miss PSC, wearing those crowns, will be prepared to go out and change our communities and make this world a better place. Again, on behalf of our Board of Trustees and the entire community of scholars, we say thank you so very much to the families and to our students for participating in this pageant. We look forward to what is going to be an outstanding year for the new Mr. and Miss Philander Smith College, and we look forward to all being able to come together real soon to show some love that is outside of the virtual space so that we can give each other a hug and show how much love we have in this family community. Thank you again. May God bless and keep each and every one of you. Philander forward.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the first ever virtual Mr. and Miss Philander Smith College pageant. We have 2 awesome contestants who have worked very hard. They are excited and elated that you are tuned in this evening. Each year, young ladies and gentlemen compete for the opportunity to win the coveted position in order to obtain scholarship funds and represent the college on a broad platform. The pageant provides each participant a treasured experience to perform before large crowds, create bonds with other participants, and network with the community. Each participant competes in several categories, ranging from personal style to evening wear. The Mr. and Miss Philander Smith College has celebrated academic excellence for over 50 years. The pageant is scored in 6 categories: introduction, personal style, oratorical presentation, talent, evening wear, and question and answer. These contestants will present their personal best in anticipation of winning the coveted title of Mr. and Miss PSC. Pageant coordinator, PSC alum Sylvia Sy Smith, PSC Star Success Coach Mrs. Michelle Grice, along with pageant chair and advisor Dr. Rhonda Lovelace, have all worked diligently to ensure that this year's event is a success. So without further ado, let's get this pageant started. Contestant number 1, Jaren Cooper. Jaren is a confident, responsible, compassionate young woman in a time of protest, pandemic, and political uncertainty. She is a senior at Philander Smith College studying psychology. She plans to pursue her master's degree and become a clinical therapist. When she isn't studying, you will find Jaren actively participating in campus community events. Some activities include Spanish, and psychology club, stomp modeling, and the Pantherettes dance team. She also participates in track and field, where she serves as the team captain. She is proud to be the GCAC champion of shot put, discus, and hammer throw. Jaren was born and raised in Southern California, where she resides with her parents in Long Beach. Jaren describes herself as vivacious. As a hobby, she enjoys making body positive content on her social media platform. She also enjoys dancing and traveling. Her personal philosophy in life is life has no remote. If you want something to change, get up and change it yourself. She is unapologetic about her passion for body image and high self-esteem. If she is crowned Miss Philander Smith College, she will use her platform to expand her reach, educating and informing both children and adults that self-confidence is the key to success. Again, contestant number 1, Miss Jaren Cooper. Contestant number 2, Miss Erica Rice from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Her parents are Lori Hill and Lawrence Hill. Erica is a senior majoring in social work. Her organizations include National Association of Colored Women Club, Student Government Association, Platinum by Design, and Ambitious Girls Incorporated. Her hobbies include painting, volunteering, reading, exploring, learning new things and new cultures, and cooking. Her philosophy in life: never regret anything, because one time it was exactly what you wanted. There is no wrong in life. Nothing's a mistake. Experience makes perfect. When asked to describe herself in one word, she said ambitious. When asked one thing your friends would say about you, she said they would say that she was kind-hearted, selfless, and always sees the best in people. When asked, what would your professors or mentors say about you? She said, they would say that I am very determined and a hard-working person. When asked, if you win, what would be your platform? And she said, exceeding potential and pushing past boundaries. Again, contestant number 2, Miss Erica Rice. Now it is time for personal style portion. This portion lets the contestants show off their unique style. I am looking forward to seeing this.
Confidence. If you have it, you can achieve anything. Greetings, Philandarians, guests, and honorable judges. I am Jaren Cooper, a senior psychology student hailing all the way from the best coast, the West Coast, Long Beach, California. And my platform is self-confidence is the key to your success. I want you to know that with confidence, you can do anything you put your mind to. The evening is still young, so sit back and relax with your vibrant contestant number 1.
My name is Erica Rice, your ambitious contestant number 2. I am a traveling baby, but grateful enough to call Michigan my home. I am a graduating senior, pursuing a degree in social work. I currently serve as the senior class vice president and the treasurer and program coordinator of the Mary Louise Williams Collegiate Chapter of the National Association of Colored Women's Club. I stand here before you, taking a risk and showing girls who look like me that they can do anything. And this is why I've chosen my platform to be pushing past boundaries and exceeding expectations. Please allow me to leave you with this and remember the name, Erica Lauren Rice, your next Miss Philander Smith College.
they have some unique style? Listen, let's give them a whole bunch of hearts and a whole bunch of likes because they did their thing with displaying their personal style. We will now begin our oratorical competition. Each contestant will come to you in her own way to answer the question. To thrive in a pandemic, one has to have the right spirit. Using spirit as an acronym, tell us what would each letter represent to you.
The COVID-19 pandemic is testing us in ways that we might never have expected. From unimaginable amounts of family time, to homeschooling, to working remotely or not working at all. These abrupt, dramatic shifts in the way we live, combined with instability, can feel overwhelming. But for the next few minutes, I want to remind you why you need the right spirit to thrive in this pandemic. Having the right spirit means S, staying safe. COVID is spreading like the air. Stay home when possible. Protect yourself in public. Wear a mask and wear it properly. This will not only protect you, but the others around you. Avoid close contact by staying at least 6 feet apart from anyone who is not in your immediate circle. Wash your hands and use sanitizer. P, keeping a positive mindset. Choose happiness. Find the bright side. More time at home means more time with your family and friends and more times to do the things you love, like gardening or cooking. Negative thoughts are going to come, but when they do, acknowledge them, own them, and focus on the positive in your life. I, improve your mindset. First, give yourself a break. If you're not feeling amazing, it's okay. Reach out, talk to a friend, and vent. As cheesy as it sounds, talk to yourself and remind yourself that this too shall pass. R, resilience. Resilience means the ability to effectively cope with, recover from, or adapt to challenging life situations. In such unpredictable times, one needs to remain resilient to be able to cope with the continuously changing situation that is COVID-19. I, innovation. Innovation in a pandemic is more important than ever because it helps us shift from needs to accomplishment. It helps us identify problems and opportunities, and it also helps us build new foundations for post-pandemic growth. T, teamwork. We all need to do our part. We are strongest when we come together as a community. It's also time for our nation to recognize that Black lives matter. Black lives matter because they are valuable. Black lives matter because they are our children, brothers, sisters, mothers, and fathers. They matter because the injustice they face steals from all of us. It's been hard to watch the list of unarmed Black Americans killed by the hands of law enforcement officers. I want to be clear. I believe that saying Black Lives Matter is not saying that the lives of others in communities do not matter. I do believe that whether you are Black, brown, white, or blue, our nation and the way of life is dependent on the principle of all people being served equal justice under the law. All lives matter, but all lives will not matter until Black lives matter.
Good evening. My name is Erica Rice, your contestant number 2. What if? You never know your partner until you start living with them. See, here's the dynamic of the quote. Can this be applied to other instances like safety patrollers? Of course it can. How will you know the area you're patrolling if you don't have a first-hand experience with the area? It's just like dating. You never really know until you know. So do officers really know the districts they're assigned? Can they really feel and understand the culture of the surrounding neighborhoods? Of course not. They don't live there. But there is a solution. Police officers should be required to live in the districts that they patrol, even if it's for a short period of time. If my solution were to be implemented, I believe the results of police brutality and failed de-escalations would be lowered. According to Statistical Research Department, from 2017 to the present day, there have been 1,491 killings by police officers against minorities. And that number isn't even including the white category or the other. I believe most of these deaths occurred from not properly de-escalating a situation and not really knowing the type of person that you're dealing with. How would you feel if you were pulled over and instantly became a threat and feared because of the way you look and maybe even the color of your skin? The officer not knowing you at all and is solely based on the things you cannot control. You're an instant threat. No background, no nothing. That could also be the case depending on the area you live in. Instant judgment from people whose salary you pay to protect and serve you. This happens every day to colored minority men and women all across the United States. How is it that officers are being paid to protect and serve when they don't even know, understand, or have experiences in the places that they are serving? Who are they really protecting? In a recent survey done, 89% of the minority screened answered no to feeling protected by current justice system as well as the current officers and officials. Police brutality will never be at a standstill. But if they are required to be put in an environment where they are assigned to, as well as having gained real-life interactions and experiences with the people they are designated to protect and serve, things like police brutality and failed de-escalations would be lower. And the gap could potentially be closed between minority civilians and officers across the United States. Thank you.
Then they do a wonderful job with answering that question. They answered it with such grace, such poise, and such assurance. I don't know about you, but I am excited about this pageant. Contestant number 1, Miss Jaren Cooper.
Dear fat girls, do you know what they call the girls who are bigger than a size 12? Fat. Without remorse and without shame, these are the things people say to my face. Things like, dang, move your big self out the way, or girl, ain't that your second plate? But that's far from the worst. Fat girls shame disguised as jokes, and no, we don't all like to be picked at and poked. Some girls would rather disappear instead of pretending like she can't hear the whispers of insecurities that have made a home in her ear. It's like the number on my scale means unimportant. Unimportant to he, she, him, and her, but Hershey bars never make fun of her curves, so fat girls talk less and eat more. At least that's what they think. Maybe because they don't get criticized by what they drink. Hey, should have had a V8. Or better yet, should have learned to overlook the hate, because those are the ones who don't understand the pressures of the things they say. And there's so many fakes, you know, the workout partners and the ones who act like they're so determined to help you get in shape, saying stuff like, girl, you just need to lose a few more pounds and then you'll be okay. Girl, please, those are the main ones who only want you around to block out their pain, only want to run with the fat girls so they stay ahead. Those are the ones who make you cry at night and put depressing thoughts in your head. Those are the fake friends who make you believe your truest friend is your bed and dark shaded windows that block out tear-stained pillows and portray perfection, even though being the fat girl makes the men believe she doesn't need protecting. You know, I'm talking about the, well, she bigger than me guys. The ones who hate your stomach but still compliment your thighs. Those are the exact men who seem great on the outside but are the most hateful on the inside. Inside out, parents and siblings who only address the not-so-thin sisters, critical aunts, cousins, and uncles who leave you out because since you're the fat girl, you always stand out. And there just might come a day when the fat girl stands out. Flawless golden skin, a beauty that doesn't require being thin. So, dear fat girl, self-confidence is key, and being a fat girl doesn't define you or me. Thank you.
Contestant number 2, Miss Erica Rice.
To be a woman is to be of essence. But to be a black woman is nothing short of the manifestation of God's grace. To be a black woman is to be a light. Dear black woman, you are worth it. You've been worth it. They count you out and toss you to the side, but you still rise. Dear black woman, your beauty is, well, your beauty is everything and anything of what anyone wants to be. You are the standard. Dear black woman, you are strong. 1,000 tongues ain't got nothing on you, sis. See, they love to measure your strength by how much stuff you take. But baby, you were born this way. Your strength has been rooted in you for generations and generations to come. Dear black woman, you are powerful. Your power is rooted within you. Dear black woman, you got that nuck if you buck, shea butter baby, crystal wearing, chakras aligned, natural nurture, rock of the family, coily curly hair, golden brown skin, built not bald, college degree. You know, what everyone wants to be. Dear black woman, you are everything they said you couldn't be. That black woman is me.
Introducing contestant number 1, Miss Jaren Cooper. Thank you, contestant number 1. What do you feel is the most pressing issue currently facing today's society?
Thank you for that question. The most pressing issue in today's society is voting. Right now, I need my peers in our nation to get out there and vote. We need a president who is going to effectively lead us into 2021. Thank you for that question.
Introducing contestant number 2, Miss Erica Rice. Contestant number 2, your question is, what does Black Lives Matter mean to you?
Thank you. That was such an amazing question. Black Lives Matter means everything behind me. It's Sandra Bland. It's George Floyd. It's even my nearest and dearest friend, Faith. Black Lives Matter is being Black. It's being yourself. It's mattering in a country that we live in. Thank you.
We will have our final walk and farewell speech from our reigning king and queen, Mr. PSC, Jeremy Alexander, and Miss PSC, Tatiana Sharkey.
Greetings all. My name is Jeremy Alexander. I am a graduating senior from Parkland, Arkansas, and I humbly serve as the 2019-2020 Mr. Philander College. You know, I cannot believe that this moment is almost to an end. It seems like yesterday when I was just winning the title, crying tears of joy because I was in total shock that all of my hard work and dedication had finally paid off. Let me reflect on this past school year. King Germ, my king. Here comes royalty, the people would say. I was so nervous about this title because I knew that it would take a lot of hard work and dedication to fulfill it. You are literally the face of the institution, and you are to stay ready so you never have to get ready. The student body loved me. I love the student body. I love everyone. I still do. I knew my reign was successful because people come to me saying, I want the crown next, or this is good, king. You guys don't know how much my confidence boosted when I would hear those words. I've heard so many stories from people opening up to me, and I was more than willing to share advice and be an opening ear. I was that person. I am still that person. I will forever be that person. Most of y'all will remember me for my colorful suits. You never know which suit you would get out of me. Even Dr. Lovelace had to tell me one day, I love your style, you know I do, but please wear a gray, black, or navy suit next time. And that day, I had on a bright orange suit. But you know, that was me. I was called to stand out and motivate others to try new things. To my next crown king, I want you to know that you are a king without a crown. Wear that crown, king. Embrace that crown, king. Always. Always treat your queen like the first lady and your wife. Always. Before I depart, I'd like to shout out my 2019-2020 Royal Court. Thank you guys for always being there for me during the most difficult times. You guys always knew the right words to tell me when I was not feeling my best. To my queen, I will always be your king. You are the epitome of Black excellence and wife material, and for that, I love you. To Dr. Lovelace, you are amazing, and I will never forget the wonderful words of encouragement that will stick with me forever. To my wonderful HBCU, my green and gold, I can't express how thankful I am for you guys accepting me for who I am, for giving me the opportunity to excel in greatness. Thank you. I love each of you. The king has now departed.
Greetings, family, friends, and my dear old green and gold. I am Tatiana Sharkey, your 56th Miss Philander College. Hailing from Houston, Texas, I am a graduating senior majoring in business administration. Being before you all today is a very bittersweet moment for me. I would like to first and foremost thank God for allowing me to be here, for without him, none of this would have been possible. I would also like to thank President Smothers for all he has done for the Royal Courts and for allowing the opportunity for me to serve as Miss Philander College. Never in a million years would I have imagined myself where I am today. I came to Philander nervous being away from home, keeping to myself, and just ready to get in and get out. It was through the relationships I grew here that got me out of my shell, making me comfortable enough to open up and realizing maybe scholarship wasn't why I came to Philander, but God placed me here for a reason. And I was determined to figure out what that reason was. While running for the pageant, there was a lot of contemplating and self-doubt. But the village I had behind me gave me the support and courage needed to keep pushing and carry out Vision 56. To Dr. Lovelace, our fashion diva, thank you for believing in me from day one, pushing me and making sure we stayed on our P's and Q's. You wanted nothing but the best for the royal court, and despite what everyone else had going on, you made sure that we stayed ready and slayed. I will always cherish the late nights and early mornings we spent getting ready for events and good laughs we shared. To Miss Sai, the best pageant coach. Your voice always plays in my head every time I go to represent my HBCU. From sit up straight, cross your legs, to slow down your words, and someone is always watching you. You brought the true queen out of me. For that, I thank you. You pushed me the most to get uncomfortable, and though I may not have liked it at the time, I appreciate everything you have done, and the lessons will stay with me forever. To my royal court, you all made this reign unforgettable. The memories we've shared over the year has been priceless. We came to slay and make a difference on our campus, and that we did. To Mr. and Miss Senior, I wish you the best the both of To Mr. and Miss Senior, I wish you both the best in life, and may many doors open for you. To my Mr. and Miss Junior, we are so close to the end. Keep pushing and finish off strong. To my Mr. and Miss Sophomore and Freshman, continue to stand on your platforms and strive for the best. Leave your mark on this campus and continue to make us proud. I will miss you all dearly, but hold on to our reign forever. Lastly, to King Germ, my mister, my right hand, my shoulder to cry on, and my ear to talk off. Excuse me. It has been a blessing being able to serve with you. You have been my rock through everything. When I was down, you helped pick me up. When I was hungry, you fed me. When I was overwhelmed, you calmed me down. Excuse me. When I felt like everything was going wrong, you stepped in to make sure everything was going right. When I shut down, you made sure you opened your mouth to speak for me. I cannot imagine doing this without you by my side. You are the epitome of a Philander man, and I am forever grateful to have called you my king. You have so much more to accomplish in this life, and I cannot wait to see every accomplishment along the way. One of the best things I got from this reign is a forever friend. Thank you. Many people contributed to my reign in many different ways. I want to thank you all, family and friends. You all are my backbone and keep me going, whether you knew it or not. I would like to also personally thank Senton Johnson. He was always on call for us and never complained, and always made sure my crown was never crooked. And to the next Miss Philander Smith College, you got this, and I am always only a phone call away. Make this your mark. We are Philanderians making a difference every day. Vision 56 is complete. Thank you.
Good evening. I would like to first take this opportunity to thank the student leaders for vying for the position of Mr. and Miss Philander Smith College 2021. Secondarily, I would like to thank the parents of these student leaders for entrusting in us your loved ones as we ensure that they successfully matriculate to graduation. We would like to lastly thank our viewers for joining us this evening for our virtual Mr. and Miss Philander Smith College pageant. Thank you all so very much, and have a wonderful evening.